Hi, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to breakfast. Welcome to the TBB. As I realized, I was saving a file yesterday. I'm like TBB, 4-1, and I'm like, oh, TBB. That's kind of cool. I like that. Lev, good to see you. Welcome in. Good morning. So yeah, we're doing a little Heroes of Science and Fiction today. This was suggested yesterday by someone who was watching, and I remembered, oh, I have that. I feel like the camera's a bit too. I'm always fussing with the camera. I was thinking about the fact that this game, which is right here, still is called Silence of the Siren. It's executable. So they renamed this game. It was initially Silence of the Siren. It is absolutely, of all the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 clones, inspired, homages, whatever, I think this one is the most unabashedly Heroes 3. No, just a different coat of paint. And that may not be true as we get into it, but I played like an hour or two of it, and that was my impression. Not in a bad way. I feel like it clearly loves the game it is updating. Hey, Chris, good to see you. But it was called, let me get the name right again, Silence of the Siren. So there's also Songs of Conquest, and then there's Songs of Silence, which are two other Heroes of Might and Magic leaning strategy games that have come out in the past year or so. So I respect their decision to just go, hey, let's just call it what it is. So, hey, Rhino, great to see you. And Chris, very, very nice to have you back. Thank you. So we're going to get into it and just play around with it. I did turn the music down, although it isn't tremendously loud anyway, I don't think. I'm going to put it at like 50. Let me look at what OBS thinks about that. Doesn't seem too bad. You guys will let me know if it is. I don't do campaigns. I'm generally not a campaign guy. I don't do story mode and Long Dark. I usually don't do the campaign stuff. A lot of people do. I like to just jump in and play. Did I see the space launch yesterday? I did not get to see it, but I did check on it later. And really cool, momentous moment. I was born just a couple weeks after the original Apollo moon landing. So, that's been kind of, connected to, I've had a connection to that my whole life. So, neat to see us taking the steps to go back. Things only get better with science and fiction. So let's check this out. Custom scenario skirmish. I think we go custom scenario. All right. And clearly, there are different development budgets for different games. This is clearly, this is not what we played yesterday. This is not, I'd say yesterday was a double A. Maybe this is single A. Maybe this is A.5. I don't know that much about Oxymoron and how many people they have and what their budgets are and stuff. But and is this Owlcat? No, who publishes? Is Hooded Horse publish this? They might. Hooded Horse, man, is like the seal of quality for strategy right now. If I see Hooded Horse on something, it gets my attention. I don't know. Let's see. 5, all in one is 5. A small map where you can try out all factions, all units, all buildings. Map size medium. Do we got something with like, can we filter? Okay. Well, yeah, I definitely probably want to do easy because I don't know the strats there. Iron Mole mode, that's funny. I guess we could just go all in one. All right. Do we want to be, can we be random? We've got the Timoris, Children of the Source, the Sovereign Fleet, UNSS, and Fossarians. Looks like you can't pick random. All right, well, they threw these guys into the front. So, like I said, this game is a total ripoff of Heroes of Might and Magic, but done with style. You missed the last 2 minutes due to adverts. I'm so sorry about that. You know, the advertising thing is a tough deal with Twitch. You know, it's hard. It's not... I think there are probably things I could do, run ads at a particular time or something, so that they're not as disruptive. I'm not good in that way. All right, I'm just gonna go with this. Queserito, let's go. Now I'm worried the music's too loud. It's definitely picking up. Hey, you've chosen the right faction. Show us that you can control it better than the others. Get caught in a spiral of intrigue, battles, and traps. In the end, you might just emerge as the winner. Go all in, play for everything or nothing. Okay, so these are the mole guys. Okay. Let's see. So here's our castle, the mole hole. Defeat all enemies. This is our hero, Commander Muff. You can't rename him. Heroes games never want to let me rename things. I don't know why. I always want to rename. If I watched it through the ads, you still have an incentive? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate you sticking around through the ads. That's very, very complimentary. Okay, so he's a tracker. Reduces penalty moving through rough terrain. Commander has, based on skill level, various perks. Level 1, can see the tracks of the last 20 steps of enemy commanders. That's kind of cool. That's neat. Commander's not learned a skill that lets him have special abilities. All right, that's cool. That's his movement. That's his mana. Excuse me, energy. And then he's got these guys with him. The Rattling Gunners. They are ranged. Or are they? Yeah, they gotta be. They're gunners. The big boys, meat boys, looks like tanks. Let's see, they've got a defense of 3, 18 hit points. Compare it to these guys. 12 hit points, also defense of 3. Resist 10% versus resist 11%. They have 5 move. I'm trying to see the advantages here. More movement. One thing this game does do over HOMM is the ability for commanders to build stuff on the main adventure map. That's cool. Or maybe these are the tanky boys. They look tanky. Defense of 4. Only 25 HP. Is this 15%? Is this the fact? This is a bio unit. This is a melee unit. Alright, we'll work it out. Alright, well, let's grab this container that contains a data fragment. Alright, I'm probably not going to read all the flavor, lore, text, and stuff like that. I could sell it for gold, keep it for XP. Standard heroes logic applies there. I'm going to take the XP. I can always make more gold. This is a Radiant Collider. And this is Radiant. So what are our... Let's see, we've got Radiant, Biomass, and Alloy. We also have Fusion Cores, Limerite, and Aura Coins. Oh, we're Aura farming. Thank goodness. Finally! I'm the only Gen Xer Aura farming. I barely understand what that is. It's some sort of 6-7 thing. Okay, this looks like death. Hazard moderate. Okay, let's maybe not mess with him right now. Maybe we go check out the castle. I like the go-kart, the little buggy. You're Gen X, you don't have a clue either. Nice. Yeah, Gen Xers represent. There's dozens of us. We're not millennials and we're not boomers. We're neither of those things. We just got our heads down trying to get through this shit. Okay, I like the look of the town. Let's see, what do we got? The space bar where you can hire commanders. Here's your tavern. Recruitment center. Hiring units. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Another Gen Xer, I believe. Base core. right, so this is only overwhelming because I'm not familiar with it. Okay, so we got the Tax Bureau. Gives us our money. Stronghold, so your castle. Academy, basic abilities visiting commanders can learn. I'm gonna say this is our, spell tower. Druid, good to see you. Officers Club adds one more commander for hire. Spacebar is already built. Trading post is the marketplace. Hire each units, extra units each cycle. You can construct this. Yeah, this is defensive stuff. Okay, all right, hang on. There's a little bit more organization than I thought because there's linkage here. So like this is your castle. These are defensive things for your castle. These are things that build you units. Yes. Okay. Sweatshop allows you to build blast wave cannons. That's your blacksmith. For your little device that you can bring around with you. All right. Interior control office makes us make more money. Okay, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. Can I rename the town? No, of course not. Why would you want to do that? That's ridiculous. They never let me rename anything. All right, Rattling Goons, which is these guys, right? Well, you're a Rattling Gunner. Are you an upgrade? Rattling Goon. Oh, we have the upgraded. Okay. Well, let's get some of them. Presumably we can't build anything else because we haven't built this thing. Okay. So we can build it with a fusion core. Or we build it with 500 gold and 5 ore. Moving to Seattle, that's fantastic. That's awesome. That's awesome, Druid. That is one of the places I would like to go. Okay, well, we'll make this. Did that cost me my core? I didn't have a core, so I think it's core or resources. Okay, and there it is, and it looks very slummy. Here's our rat goons. We can't make these because you gotta upgrade it, so we'll hire. You only got 6 of them, so starting with 68 seems like a lot. Oh yeah, it's not the same thing. All right, let's split these. Can I split you? Maybe you right click? Split, yeah, there we go. Oh, I like that, that's good. All right, I don't super care about you, to be honest, so maybe we make little stacks of you. I like that. I'm sorry your week's been bad, Rhino. No, I appreciate that. Pacific Northwest does sound like a whole place. Chef the Jar! Missed your message about the uniqueness of Gen X. Let's see, I'll go back. Unique ability or power to remember the analog world of vinyl tapes and VHS. Yes, we crossed them. Yep. We're the last generation to know what it was like without the internet. Absolutely true. Yep. We have seen a lot of change and we have rolled with all of it. Because what choice do we have? Okay. Return to map. Is this still a very hard... It's a moderate battle now. I still don't know that I want to do it. We'll go over here. Rome was not built in a day. Build your first building. Oh, thank you for a Chivo. So it begins. End your turn for the first time. What the hell was that? We need to see what that was. Monster army. So they just spawned. Interesting. Resources. 5 iron, 2 gems. My brain is just converting everything to heroes. An artifact, Panzer Biting Plasma. 20% bonus to range units. Equip that shit. Absolutely. Some fuel for my movement. I love it. Oh, and we can save it. Now that's neat. I can save it and use it later. That's very cool. I like that. I mean, yeah, there's a nice level of polish here. 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold. Your hazard is low. What does this do? Smelting operation. Produces 500 coins each turn. We'll do this. Let's get into a fight. Okay. So what's your deal? You look like you walk forward and hit things with your big hammer. And you had good morale. I don't even need to look. I know that's what happened. The hero's language is strong. Is this the first time I played this? Well, no. I did have a couple hours, maybe like 2 years ago, with a demo. I might have even gotten it through Keymailer. But my memory is not great. So playing something for 2 hours is basically like not having played it at all for me. All right, so your range, that's probably half damage. I think this is where killing 6. I'm fine with that. I like the... There should be so much more polish than back then. I like the sound there. That had a good little kick to it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Yeah, you're gone. All right, you guys just go up there and get shot. That's your job. I bought you to die. No, see, wrong. No, that's not what I want you to do. You are not cooperating. Also, these guys are way in the wrong place. I should have killed this guy down here. Yeah. Learn from your mistakes. Not my strong suit. Live, the live part I can usually come up with. The learn part takes me a while. Bam with a hammer. I shoot you. I shoot you. Alright, we did good there. I'm fine with that. I don't like that we lost 4 of these hammer boys, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, so we level 2. I feel much stronger now. We learn Collector. Oh, we choose an attribute. That's also different. You know, we're getting to pick which of our stats gets better. We could get more movement, we could get more combat power, or we could get more ability strength. Give me the power. Learn Collector. Adds an extra slot for artifacts or equipment with each skill level. Allows picking up items from danger zones around neutral armies without triggering a battle. That's interesting. That's also interesting, yeah. Bloodlust. Grants you an extra move. Your unit's an extra move after killing an enemy unit stack. That's very good. Negotiator. Okay, so that's been diplomacy. I'll go Bloodlust. That sounds good. Alright, I just got about 17 achievements. We have this thing now, but we don't have enough movement to reach it, or do we? Ha! Now we do. We own this structure now. There are upgrades available. See, that's also different and cool. This music is very endless spacey, at least to your ear. I love the endless space. Everything on the aesthetics side of the endless games, I love. It's the systems that I sometimes can't quite get there on. And that's a me thing. Okay, this is what? A fusion core? We don't have that. So this could make me extra money, or adds 4 slots for defending units, and for commanders with the builder skill, 10 defensive sentry guns. We can do this. Can we do them both? We can do them both. That's neat. So your mines can defend themselves. This is probably a lookout tower. Yup. Some sort of megazord. You can upgrade the watchtower. I like that. I like all of that. That's cool. Not a chance. Yeah, because that's like freaking Optimus Prime over there. We can't deal with that. Alright, let's ride the dune buggy back to the base. What are we, about 17 turns into this? Nope, 2 turns. Day 2 of 4. Do we only have a 4-day week? That's interesting. If cool, if true. No, that's not what I want. Go away. Okay, Meat Boy Ludus lets us get Meat Boys. This is actually units for each cycle. Command another commander. 500 additional ore coins per turn. Blast wave cannons for your armies. That does sound cool. Yeah, I like the music. We'll do the Meat Boys though. Maybe we can make them Super Meat Boys. And I like that they're standing outside there. That's a little immersion. Have we done all we can do? It looks that way. All right, well. They went back to their home planet, I guess. Now, what is this thing? This wasn't here. Mysteriously wanders around. It is said it rewards experience and improves an attribute of your choice to the first person he meets each cycle. It's like a Baba Yaga hut. Hello, my friend. You're the first one who has managed to catch up with me this cycle, and for that I grant you 1,000 experience points, and you may choose which attribute you want to approve by 1. I mean, go combat again. I feel much stronger now. Combat again. Screw this balanced crap. Learn defensive specialist. Why? Learn psyker. Psy combat abilities. Yes. Warhawk. Improves movement and initiative all units. Yes. That sounds good. I like global things that I don't have to remember to do. This is build structure. What can we build? Remote outpost. Mining probe. Drone dog. There's a lot here that's different. Revisit the commander's currently. Ability book. Set up a camp and let the army train. The commander will get a defensive bonus at the start of their next turn and will receive XP for each turn their army spent training. That's cool. You could just let them sit there and level up. That's neat. He has not learned any abilities. Okay. Yeah, go pick up the Meat Boys. Welcome back, Mark. Different but familiar. Yes, exactly. It's adding on, but the language of heroes is still there. I feel a pull. I feel of that I'm being drawn in. This is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Hire them all. All right, good. They weren't upgraded. I kind of think I want to put you guys together like that. What I should have done was upgrade the rat place, so that I could upgrade the rest of these guys, but and now I have done that. And we click a button and they're upgraded and everything's right with the world. And we right click, we split. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I would much rather have a bunch of ones here. I like that olden era has the one button. Okay, groovy. Return to map. Oh wait, didn't I make the No, I was gonna do that when I came back. Shit. I wanted to make the cannon thing. What is this now? What is your hazard low? You know what? We're not gonna get very far. We'll make it. We'll make it next turn and then we'll leave. Green player, I hate that guy. Purple player, they suck. Gray player, they didn't even have a good color. Gray. Who picks gray? It's nighttime. Love the day-night cycle. I'm getting into it. I'm getting into it. Give me the sweatshop. We don't know why the sweatshop is what makes the blast cannons, but we want one. Yes. Have I played Songs of Conquest? Absolutely. Love Songs of Conquest. Fantastic game. Great, great game. Admittedly, it doesn't take a lot to make me happy. I'm not a harsh critic. If there's a next turn button, you're 50% of the way there with me. But yeah, I like Songs of Conquest a lot. And again, similar to Heroes, but with a lot of different systems in it. I like the magic system. I like how magic works in that game. I like the aesthetics. I like the vibes of that one a lot. Great stuff. The problem is I can't play games all day. If I could play games all day, man, that's all I would do. Overwhelmed by the size of your force, your opponents are trying to escape. You can let them run and gain no XP. Hey, you know what? Thank you, Mark. I came to get down. So there's some sort of blade head worms. Panzer worms. Well, I probably can't hit them when they're underground. Seems likely. I can't even, like, right-click them to see their deal. Hides underground at the start of its turn, has to re-emerge. Underground, it cannot be targeted by most attacks. Alright, well then, I guess we'll just, you know, bunch up in front of our shooters to protect them. I don't know if this thing can be hurt. But we'll stand in front of it anyway. Hey, on, Sid, good to see you. It already has dry cereal. Nice, nice. B! Welcome in, B! Great to see you. Where is end turn button? Maybe spacebar? Can't shoot? Nope. Oh my god! They went right after my super cannon. Which looks a lot like those heaters that they have at the side of, like, the sidelines at football games when it's really cold. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, hammer boy. You're dead. And you get to go again because of the thing we got. I love it. Have a good lurk. Are we conducting some sort of mole war? Yes, we are mole men. We have giant moles and little moles and hammer moles. One, two, three, four. I declare a mole war. Wasn't Mole Man in the Fantastic Four movie? I didn't see it. So I don't know. Spoilers, maybe. Hey! We probably lost too many people, but I don't care. I can always buy more. What is this thing? Radiant. Now we have radiant income. It's not gems, it's radiant. It's totally different. We own this structure. Now there are upgrades available. You can upgrade the amount of crap that your mines give you. Oh boy. That's a nice feature. Hans Moleman is a character on The Simpsons. That's true. I did know that. Now what is this? Smuggler's Den. Glenn Frey had a song called Smuggler's Blues that I always thought was kind of stupid. I feel stronger now. I'm just gonna keep pumping into that. Okay, choose a skill to level up. He could be a techie. engineer, or field research. Let's go techie. It was for Miami Vice, so yeah, it was stupid, yes. I think he even... because Glenfire had a song that did well and had a Miami Vice vibe to it, but wasn't Miami Vice. What the hell was that song? And it kind of got his solo career going well, and so then he leaned into that, as I remember, and he was on Miami Vice, as I remember. It's not You Belong to the City. That song also is not that good. You still enjoy a good boomer shooter. I'm the flip. I use The Heat Is On. Thank you, Mark. That is exactly the song I was thinking of. The Golden Girls was supposed to be called Miami Nights. Is that true? I'm exactly the reverse of you, Chris. I used to love boomer shooters, what is now called boomer shooters, and I used to love RTSs. I still can play an RTS, but I can't play a shooter anymore. The WASDA. I don't have the WASDA that I used to. Not that I was ever great at it. Okay, choose an ability from the techie skill to learn. Learn long-range artillery. Fires missiles at your enemies. Love it. Force field is boring. Blast wave pushes units away and damages them if they... No. We go artillery. There's nothing subtle happening here. So this is biomass. This is another resource. It's totally not wood. This is the biggest mole of all time, but it is a negligible hazard. Let's not forget about Moss Hole. John, Counter-Strike stream tomorrow? No. Everything is so shooty. I like games where I wander for hours. Yes, exactly. That I can handle. Beyond All Reason is great, and I am an old Total Annihilation stan. And so, you know, you can trace that DNA from Total Annihilation to Supreme Commander to Beyond All Reason. But yeah, I don't like to build that fast. Everything with RTSs is rush. And I would prefer to build 16 layers of walls, 14 artillery cannons, and kill you from 1,000 miles away. That's how I like to do it. That's funny, Mark. Beyond All Reason is free, also. Base core. So there's a problem. Did we already build this turn? Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what? I have no resources? What the hell? Okay, so I guess we end our turn then. Yeah. And the week is over? Loved the Big Bertha. I would always make the Big Bertha. What is this thing that keeps showing up? A new cycle has started. It's not a new week, it's a new cycle. It's totally different. New recruits are available. Pandemic. Less units for hire at all bases. Okay. You know what? Let's go this way. Overwhelmed by the size of your forces. You know what? Let them run. This is an army? No, I want to know what these things are. Fire at will. We're being attacked by car parts here. Napa Auto Store has declared war on me. It's a Void Walker. Well, can you kill it? Yup. What's your deal? Oh, that's you. There you go. All right. Now it's just O-rings. Voidwalker grants a victorious hero the ability to teleport to any previously visited place on the map, but only right now. Sure. Zap me right there. That's cool. A lot of little touches that I like. Okay, we're back. And we're pissed off. Hammerite Tower, Worm Nest. Yeah, give me a Worm Nest. And then hit me the recruit side. Just hit everybody. There we go. I only get one worm? Man. The worm economy is weak. Split that shit. It's a oh, Command and Conquer Red Alert, so good. We used to do LAN parties back in when I was stationed in Italy. We would do LAN parties and we would do Command and Conquer Red Alert and Duke Nukem and Age of Empires. And back then, we had the cabling where you had to like. It was pre-Ethernet. Like we had to terminate the connections. Like you had to have a I don't remember the specific nomenclature, but you had to. It was like it was. It's not an ACX cable. It was something like that. That's how far back it is. I don't remember. And so you'd have all these, 6 or 7 guys in Sicily. It's like 100 degrees out. We got a everybody's got the big, huge CRT monitors. The room is like, you can cook. You just put something on the table and cook it. It'd be so hot. Where's my dude? Pick my dude. Where is he? Commander Muff. Swordsman Sanctuary. What's this? Oh yeah, anything that's like, we should get a second hero. By the way, you really need to work on your little dune buggy. It's not very, can't go very far. Give me the space bar. So we got Agent Molson and Quentin from Moltargus. I mean, I don't know. I mostly care about what they come with. He comes with a lot of the same things. He has a trash can ability. Allows commander to reclaim some materials from a defeated army. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Don't forget to upgrade your dudes. Okay. Quentin. What can you do for me? Go explore. No, it wasn't Ethernet. It was something else. I don't remember now. Because we had to put like a terminator at the end of the cable. We didn't use a switch. We didn't all hook into a switch. That was later. We had IP Direct. IP Direct, yeah. That sounds more right, yeah. I should know this, but... They had these big metal widgets. Dongles that you would have to put on the back. There was almost like a coax connector on the back of your computer, and then you would hook that up, and then you would hook the cable to it, and then at the each end of the cable, you would have to... So everyone was on one loop. And then at each end of the cable, you had to have a terminator. So like layer 2 switching like had not been invented yet, I don't think. Let them join? Hell yeah, let them join. Come on in, boys. All done. Nice, what is this thing? A mole hole. Generates a random unit. There's no room in your army. There could be. Now there is. Welcome in. Finish. What's going on over here? You guys are making a lot of noise. Swordsman Sanctuary. 2,000 experience points. You know what's better than 5? 6. Sniper. Range attacks do +10 damage. Yup. Is Chris PCHE as old as we are? You're 48? I wish I was 48. I would take that in the fucking heartbeat. Oh, you can still upgrade your bases and commanders. Yeah. Time keeps on slipping. Give me the XP. Hey, your job is to just go find things. Go find people to kill. Okay, back in Mole World. No. There we go. Extra units each cycle. The Academy. Oh yeah, that's basically like the Mage Tower. Let's make the Hammer Tower. Remember 48 when we could like run and stuff? Yeah, Chris, unfortunately, I am. I'm gonna be 57 this year. So 48 is seriously in the rear view at this point. But thank you. I credit never going outside. Which is not true. Where am I? Who are we? Quentin. You're like days or a few months apart. Wow. Never going outside and resting B-phase. Yes, exactly. Honestly, in truth, I try to laugh a lot. Like, I do think that plays a role. Maybe I've just been damn lucky. Certainly that also plays a role. You know, survivor bias. I do walk a lot. I did, I smoked from 17 to about 21. And no judgment. No judgment. It was very, very hard to give up. And the military definitely makes it very easy to smoke. Everyone there at the time did smoke, and cigarettes were incredibly cheap. And there's a lot of downtime. There's a lot of stuff, you know, and you just, you know, and everybody's smoking, and you know, it's, it took me 7 tries to quit. And I think about that sometimes, because if I had given up on the 6th try, I'd still be smoking now. And I got the flu in the Gulf during Desert Storm. I got the flu. The ship's AC was out. It was so freaking hot, and I just didn't want to do anything. And that was what helped me quit. Was I just didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay there. And so one day became 2 days, became a week, became 2 weeks, and I got there. Haven't had one since 2016. Good for you. Can't seem to give up vaping in its stead. Understand. It's very strong. It's very strong. You're only able to quit once you got pregnant. That's great, B. It is not easy, and that little dude is there, man. Always there. I honestly feel if I had a cigarette today, I would be back to a pack a day within a month. So my only vice is this. I have 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day. It is instant. I don't drink. Again, no judgment. I'm not telling anyone else how to live. I just don't. I mostly don't have soda. So maybe those play a role. Oh, I did sign a deal with the devil, but that's probably not related at all. All right, give me the XP, please. Which guy are you? You're the main guy. You need to kill things. No, let them join, man. Everybody gets to join. Come on in. You have your doctor prepared? Yes, I have a root beer. You know, maybe once or twice a month. Don't touch alcohol due to meds that you take for bipolar. They don't mix. To be honest, not drinking doesn't bother me. No, that was easier to give up. Cigarettes is way harder. We own this structure now. I love that you can upgrade these. Yes. That's very cool. We will continue this tomorrow. I'm having a good time with this. And it's got good pacing. It's good for the chit chat. Good for the yapping, as young people seem to say. Yapping is a big thing with younger people. They're always yapping. No one shoots the shit anymore. I haven't met any of the other factions yet. I'm just farting around. Brain fuel. No, thank you. I'll save that for the other guy. You need to get resources and find somebody that we can go kill. Alright, over to the town. Where is it on the screen? Should be on the screen. Moss Hole. There it is. Your new shooter is called Shooting the Shit. Oh, I don't even want to visualize it. I don't want to visualize it. You left your rifle on Desolation Point. This is the top unit. Liberators. Do we want to go for that already? That feels too soon. I feel like we need the Earth Shakers first. You want to do these in order. Oh, it's these little guys. They ride tractors. You know, there aren't enough tractors in games. My granddaughter loves tractors. The current shooter you're playing is called Overload, a spiritual descent. It wasn't Descent the space shooter? I remember that. That was a big deal back in the day. I still have to say, when I am not on stream and I'm not working, I'm playing Age of Wonders 4, man. I cannot stop playing that game. Every time I finish a game, I'm just like, well, let's roll it out again. Data fragment. Stone of Misfortune. Rewards and resources if you are lucky. If you are not lucky, you can receive the opposite. I'm lucky. Try your luck. Told you I was lucky. You know what's better than 6? 7. 6, 7. Kids love it. Globetrotter. No, I don't want that. Bloodlust 2 sounds good. Blow up mines and shit. Descent, March 1995. Where are freaking walkers? Good God. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's funny because I talk to my parents every weekend, and my dad, it's been hard to get him to use his walker. He keeps falling down and he won't use it. And I'm like, you know what? You're teaching me. You're teaching me what not to do when I hit this point. Is, you know, I can't, you know, he's driving my mother crazy because he won't recognize the fact that he's 77 years old with, you know, 2 replaced knees. But I digress. No, we don't want to do that. Can we go this way? No. Can we go this way? Maybe. There's a big river or something blocking our progress over here. What the hell is that thing? Slave camp. I like that. You literally had the same conversation with your wife about her dad last night. Yeah. It's hard when you hit that point. I don't want my kids to have to talk to me like I am a kid, which is how I'm starting to have to talk to my dad. And I know, you know, it's easy for me to say now. I haven't walked his road, but I'm going to try to remember this how frustrating this is. Level 2 just from walking around. Huh. Interesting. Well, we want you to gain more exploration and defend yourself, even though I'm never giving you any units. So, in fact, we should give the units you have to the other guy. What is this thing? A stim. Sweet. Let's see. Tomb of the Sword Master. Increase one of your commander's attributes by 2. I know which one I'm going to increase. Have we built? Nope. We are born in pain and helplessness and die the same thing too. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's about the journey. Yes, that is funny. I do think about the Gen X old folks homes and how we're all sitting around having LAN parties, playing Unreal Tournament and Magic the Gathering. That will be funny. Getting into arguments about Star Wars. Training pose. I don't want to make this yet. And why can't I make this? I don't have enough biomass. I haven't seen anybody, so I don't want to waste resources on defenses yet. Trading post. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, recognizable as a marketplace. All right, have we done everything? Yes. So blue is US. Oh, here we go. Yellow. Interesting. Now we have an objective. A new cycle has started. Oh, great. It's week 3. Can we kill this? We don't know what its hazard is. Yeah, go after that. We'll do this fight. So we appear to be attacking stanchions. Load-bearing walls. They're radiant collectors. They shoot. That's true, yeah. Well, I don't want to slow down. You know? Unreal Tournament 1999 2004 version are fully legal. Free and legal? Is that true? That's interesting. I don't have the reflexes to do it anymore, but I guess if I was going up against other old people who also didn't have the reflexes, that would be pretty funny. All right, these guys are just gonna shoot, right? Well, that guy's gonna get killed. Where's my spell book? Is that this? Hit me some long-range artillery. All right. I was kind of hoping visually for a bit more than that, but that is fine. Everybody move in. R2-D4. All right. Well, they killed a lot of dudes there. I bet they feel good about that. Focus fire. That's one load-bearing wall taken out. Oldunreal.com, yes. Yes, very interesting. You're dead. And... oh, we get to go again. Nice. You're almost dead. You don't shoot. We really need to upgrade you because you suck. 3, 3, or 3. I'm going to pick this one. It's the first time we've gotten to see that. I like the sound design is pretty strong. That's funny, Mark. Keep going. Yeah. These guys just walk and hit stuff. Wow. Well, all right then. Let's see how you like a face full of mole. There you go. Boom. You're dead. All right. I feel like that went pretty well. Best sound effects from a game you know is Elite Dangerous. I have played a little Elite Dangerous a long time ago. I wanted it to be... Oh, God. What was that game? Microsoft put it out. Freelancer. I wanted it to be Freelancer. It was too much combat. What is this thing? Building zone. Ooh. Shoots everything unfriendly. Yes. I don't need to know what the other options are. Kill anyone that I don't like. Oh yeah, it's all coming together now. Alright, this is probably the path to yellow. It is blocked, but not terribly. Some sort of space bar. House of Ill Repute raises morale by 20. Alright, we probably should send Quentin here back to the castle to pick up some dudes for us. For what it's worth, you prefer No Man's Sky. I've heard nothing but good things about No Man's Sky since the time when we heard nothing but bad things about No Man's Sky. Give me everything. Will this work? No. That's good though. I like that too. There's a lot of quality of life stuff in here that I like. This is exactly the felt. Yes, it's the Gen X party. We love it. All right, but we have hit our limit for today. I am going to save this as TBB 4-2 because somehow it's April. And we'll close this out. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. The plan with Turn-Based Breakfast is I do it... First off, I can only do it if I wrote in the morning. So it is my reward for writing. And then it's, if I don't have anything else going on. So I can't ever say it's going to absolutely happen, and it absolutely happens at this time, but it's generally weekdays between 9:30 and 10:30. Best I can do. But that is going to do it for me for today. I should be on tonight for TLD. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will have this up on YouTube in a couple hours. Okay, see everybody later. Bye-bye.